Hello children, this is your Social Studies chapter 5. The name of the chapter is People Who Help Us. I have made this video in two parts. This is the first part. Now listen to it carefully and understand the chapter. Can you see some pictures on your screen? There is a soldier fighting war. He guards our country from the enemy. Next, you see a doctor treating a patient. What is the work of a doctor? A doctor treats the sick people. Now, you can see a teacher teaching in a class. A teacher teaches us. Then you see a policeman with a thief. See the big thief running with such a big bundle. Policeman is trying to catch the thief and he will catch him. A policeman looks after the law and order in an area. We will know about some of these people who help us. Children, you have seen the pictures. Now we are going to know about these people. They are our helpers. They are the helpers of the society. First of all, we will know about the soldiers. Who is a soldier? A person who serves in an army is called a soldier. Soldiers live in a special military lifestyle. They are very rough and tough. They perform many difficult tasks. They have to maintain their physical fitness through various training programs. Children, you know, these soldiers, they get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and they start running and doing the exercises. Why? To keep themselves fit. They have to be fit physically and mentally. They have to do lots of exercises for fitness of their body. Their training programs are very difficult. Their daily routine is very tough. This daily routine makes them very strong physically and mentally. They have to be so strong because they protect us from our enemies. They have to be strong physically and mentally. That means their body should be strong and their brain should be sharp. Why? Because they are the ones who protect us from our enemies, they protect our country from the enemies. They maintain the territorial integrity of our country at the cost of their lives. Many times they have to give their lives to save the national integrity, the territorial integrity. Territorial integrity means to keep our country one. No other country should capture any part of our country. Sometimes the other countrymen, they come and they try to capture our country. But these soldiers are always alert on the borders of our country to protect our country from its enemies. That is why they are so strong, because they have to maintain the territorial integrity. Means they have to keep our country one. Now the next social helper is farmer. We will learn about the farmers. Farming is the most important occupation in our country. Children, you know, India is a country of villages and 70% of the population lives in villages, and most of the people do farming for the living. Farming is the most important occupation in our country. Occupation means work. Most of the people do farming, they are farmers. A large number of people do farming in the villages of our country. Farmers grow different kinds of food, grains, vegetables and fruits. And I know that many of you have seen the farmers. You have gone to the villages and see the farming fields there and the growing crops. They look so beautiful. Have you ever climbed a guava tree and plucked a guava by yourself? It is so delicious. And who grows? A farmer. A farmer grows the fruits. A farmer grows the crops. A farmer grows the vegetables. And the farmers also grow cotton, sugarcane, jute, groundnuts, etc. For a good crop, farmer needs flat and good soil. Large quantity of water is also needed for irrigation of crops in the fields. Irrigation means, you all know that crops need water to grow. The plants need water to grow. Irrigation means putting water in proper amount. Large quantity of water is also needed for irrigation of crops in the fields. The kind of crops grown depends on climate and the soil. You see, no farmers, no food. Children, we will learn about doctors. Who is a doctor? A doctor is a person who treats sick people. The doctor looks after our health. The doctor checks a newborn baby and makes sure that everything is normal. When you were born, doctor checked you also. Your parents were there and they know all about it. You must not be knowing about it because you were born then. If we get injured, the doctor applies medicines and covers the wound with the bandage. He tells us why we fall ill. He advises us to follow the rules of hygiene to keep ourselves fit. Hygiene means how we should keep ourselves neat and clean. If we are neat and clean, if we maintain hygiene, we are less likely to fall sick. So doctor tells us what to do and what not to do to keep us safe from the sickness. The doctor gives vaccination to protect us from diseases like polio, tuberculosis, cholera, etc. Every big village has a dispensary where one or more doctors treat the sick people. A group of villages has a primary health center where the doctor treats sick people and gives proper medicines. Doctors have a place to sit where the people can go and meet them. In every big villages has a dispensary, and a group of villages has a primary health center for the sick people to get the proper medicines from the doctor. In a city there are many hospitals, and at places where we do not have dispensaries or hospitals, doctors and other staff, they move around in a van or a minibus with medicines and other facilities to treat sick people. Such vehicles are called mobile dispensaries. See here, the mobile medical unit. In this mobile dispensary, everything is available there. Doctors are there, nurses are there, and all the emergency kit is there to treat any sick people or look after the ill ones. Some doctors treat sick animals. They are called veterinary doctors. Veterinary doctors are the doctors who have studied about the animals and their sickness. They are called veterinary doctors. This chapter is to be continued. We will continue this chapter and complete it in part 2. Thank you.